So that feels hugely different already. Well, good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Retired for Life and part 2 of the steering repair to the John Deere tractor. So I've got all my parts and I've got just about everything disassembled. We're starting to take the steering wheel out. I was hoping the wheel would come all the way out, but unfortunately it doesn't. But the one thing that I did find was another loose bracket on the inside that I'll show you. So the upper part of the steering column, sorry for all the flickers from the light here, the upper part of the steering column is held by this bracket, and I just discovered that it's quite loose. Now hopefully I can tighten that up. That's just screws into plastic. All right, so next step is to get the 2 bushings replaced that are on the lower part of the steering column. So right there is where one of them goes. This is the one that fell out. So it goes this way up, like so. And then there's another one up higher. Oh boy, don't tell me it's held in with something. It doesn't want to move. And it does feel like it's held in with something. All right, we'll have to have a closer look at that one. I know what it is. The steering wheel is sitting down against it. So we're gonna pull that up. All right, I hope that's it. And no, that doesn't seem to be it. What is holding that one in place? Okay, I'm gonna come through from the top. Let's see if I can see it. Yeah, it's got these little tapered pins that hold it in place. So I need to somehow tap that up. Okay. There it goes. Now, can I get to it? Get it out. Oh, there it goes. Okay, there's our other one out. So the one that was in there just fell off. And I suspect the new one won't just fall in. Yeah. But shouldn't be too hard to tap into place here. There we go. So that feels hugely different already. All right, so our pinion has got a spline on the one side and then a smaller hole on this side. And that's what it tightens up to. That really is very different. That's going to help the rack last much longer. So there's our rack. We are really close here now. Just have to get the right wrenches in place here. These nuts have got nylon insert in them, so that'll stop them from backing out, falling off. you need to get everything reasonably straight. Well, that's it. It looks like we're all back together here, guys. Yeah, okay. We're good. That was a real job. To get this last shoulder bolt in, I had to pull the steering column back out so I could get in this way to get a wrench on the nut on the back side of that. But that's it. We got everything in. We're good to go. We're going to give this a real good greasing and then give it a test. Make sure it steers okay after that. Well, we took it out for a little drive, warmed the motor up and the oil up. So I've drained the oil and we're just going to take the oil filter off here now. It really helps protect the engine. Now, the one thing I did forget was I didn't get a fuel filter. So I'll have to pick one of those up later on. So you want to make sure that you put a little bit of fresh oil, not old oil, fresh oil on your rubber seal of your filter before you put it on. I'll get all this stuff wiped up. It's usually a bit of a mess when your filter comes off. It tends to go all over the place. You got to be ready to catch it. And you want to be really sure that that surface that your oil filter seal is going up against is nice and clean. Now I've touched. I'm going to turn it maybe another half turn. And that's it. Don't over tighten these things so you won't get it off. Let's get our new oil in. And then we'll turn it over, let it run for just a minute. Make sure the filter is full, recheck the level, and then you're good to go. And then we'll put this lawnmower deck back on, and once again, we'll be ready. So I just want to take a minute of your time here, guys, to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've been finding the videos interesting, or at the very least, entertaining. And if that's the case, I'd really appreciate the like on the video, and I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. So if you have any questions, thoughts, suggestions, anything like that, please don't hesitate to send a comment. I'd really love to hear from you. Well, we've got the lawnmower working well. So here we are back with the Mosquito Magnet. I'm going to take one more crack. I'm just trying to isolate where the actual issue is. And I suspect that it's in here. So I'm going to take it back apart, take the jet back out, and see if we can get it to fire up and start blowing gas. I'll hold a lighter up to the end of the jet to see if there is any pressure coming out of it. So let's get this apart and get ready to do that part of it. All right, so we know from last time that we've got to lift this body up to be able to get to that. And that means we've got 3 screws on the inside here to take out. So, if we got this out far enough now. All right, there's the jet. So I'm gonna get a piece of wood to sit that on. Okay, we got propane hooked up, we got power hooked up, we got our jet sticking outward. Okay, look at that. We've got gas. So I know that part's working. So that is really where I expected the problem to be. but it isn't, which is a surprise. So is it the igniter? So I'm gonna try take this out, hopefully without damaging it. Oh, that screw is fine right there. So I'm unplugged. These things are really delicate. It's basically like a light bulb filament that's in here. So you really got to be careful. Let's plug this in again. And we're going to turn it on again and see if we get anything happen with our igniter. Well, that doesn't seem to be doing anything. No, there's no heat in it. So there's our issue. And we've got 14 volts. So we do have voltage. So that's our issue. We have a dead igniter. I want to check one more thing very carefully. I'm a little leery about this. The thermocouple is held in place with a plastic screw. Oh, okay, I think it's going to come out. Okay, there's the screw. Oh boy, there is a lot of corrosion on that. I'll very carefully try to clean that up. So this thermocouple should register if this thing ignites. There was a lot of corrosion on it. All right, guys, that's going to be it for that attempt. Well, at least we got the deer running. Let's get it put away. So thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you out on the trails the next time.